That rage. Take a coffee or tea or something because it's probably gonna be long. I want to talk about very important subject for me, and I think it's very important for some other people, you watching this. Rage. You know that overwhelming feeling when you just feel, something is not going your way and you feel this sudden rush in your body, like adrenaline and a rage just coming up, and you feel like you're gonna have steam through your ears, and then you say pretty hurtful things, or maybe hurt other people with your words and you don't really mean it. Instant regret, or you hurt yourself by not speaking or just being so angry and anxious and everything, and maybe you hurt yourself physically, which is like the worst case. And I hope you are not in that stage, and if you are, I hope you seek help. But I want to talk about rage in general. I have problem with rage. I have, because I'm anxious and I'm like have OCD a little bit, and depressed and stuff from time to time. I mean, I'm getting better. I'm in a much better place than I was a few years ago, but still sometimes I have this sudden rush of rage, and it's usually when things are not going my way, when somebody is not doing what I want them to do. That's pretty silly, but when you have everything planned in your head and you think that your whole future life depends on this certain decision. Let's just see how we can overcome it. I've figured 10 resolutions to diminish the rage consequences and to diminish the rage appearances. These are some things that I find helpful for myself, and maybe you can find it too. Maybe you can try it at least. It doesn't hurt to try. These are all positive things, and let's go. First one, don't take yourself seriously. Don't take anything seriously. We take ourselves so seriously, like we're the center of the universe, and we are the most important people in our life. But don't take everything so seriously, because we tend to go in this circle. Society is pressing you. You have to be responsible, you have to be an adult, you have to be this, you have to be that, and then if you're a kid, you have to go to school and go to college and do stuff and just be perfect. Let me just tell you, you're not perfect, you're never gonna be perfect, you are not supposed to be perfect, and people around you are not perfect and not supposed to be perfect, and if they break their promises and don't do what they promised to do, it just happened. Nothing is going to change. When you stop and think about it, you're still here, nothing is happening, everything is fine. Just don't take everything so seriously, so detrimental. Don't remember your past, oh, if I had done this, then, maybe my life would be better, because living in the past is the worst thing you can do, because the past is past, you cannot change it. And the future, you don't know what it brings. Don't be stressing about it, tomorrow something is going to happen. Probably nothing is going to happen. I used to have exams, and I would be so angry at myself for not studying on time and just being, and then everything just piles up on my head and I just go crazy, anxious and angry. But then you think this time, tomorrow, the exam or some other chore, something will be over. Everything is going to be fine, trust me, don't take everything so seriously. Live your life the way you want it to live. Now, a lot of anxiety and anger comes from the fact that we are not living our life the way we want to. And we are completely aware of that. That causes panic attacks. When you have a panic attack, that means you're not satisfied with some situation in your life. Relationship, job, place you live at. People always say life is too short. I say life is too long to be living it the way you don't want to live it. So don't do it. Change, even if that causes some earthquake in your personal life. Sometimes earthquake is much needed. So change it. Just If you have a job that is draining your energy, it's like destroying you, stop it. Quit. You know, you're not gonna starve. That happened to me when I was like in a bad place of my life, like relationship and job. I just at one point stopped everything, and I didn't have any money. I didn't have, you know, it's just fucked. But this huge weight just lifted, and I felt like there's an airplane there, and I felt like I could like fly and breathe, and it was amazing. And then from then I found a job that I really liked. So get out of the toxic places in your life, because life is too fucking long. Oh, that was a chopper. There's a military base over there, so yeah, I just hope it's some kind of practice. Anxiety strikes right here. Stop feeling guilty for everything and everybody being hurt. With rage, you can actually hurt somebody and then feel guilty for saying stuff. Stop being guilty. If you really, you know, said those things, you didn't really mean it, okay, apologize. But if they're like keep on being angry and hurt for like a year, that is not your problem. That is like their problem, but it has nothing to do with you. You do your stuff, they do their stuff. If you're earning for your family, stop feeling guilty if you're not earning enough. Stop feeling guilty if you're not good enough in school. Stop being guilty if you didn't like clean the house. You know, that happens to me, you know, sometimes I don't make it and I feel kind of guilty, like what kind of dirty woman I am. Stop carrying this guilt, even from like past times. If you like did something bad, okay, you did something bad, just that is in the past. If you apologize, if you didn't, go ahead and apologize like 10 years later. It's gonna feel much easier, but don't keep it like to the rest of your life, just feeling guilty about stuff that you did. I make like thousands of mistakes in the past, and I'm probably gonna do 1,000 more. In that point of your life, that was the right decision for you, and there was a reason why that happened. Do not beat yourself up because of that. Just move on. Like, fuck it. It's in the fucking past. Get over it. Everybody, get over the past. Move on. Stop controlling everything. Now, anxious person, OCD person, angry person have the tendency to control everything. Every little thing. And if something doesn't go our way, we get crazy. So stop doing that. Okay, you have to plan some things because life is full of plans and you have stuff to do, but if that doesn't happen, you know, that's okay. Nothing is horrible, nothing horrible is going to happen to you. Just chill, okay? Chill. Number 5, do what makes you happy. And this relates to the life is too long, so do what makes you happy. What I mean with this is, if you want something really bad, like you were thinking, oh, I want to go paragliding or something, do it. Do what makes you happy, because in the end, when you like on your deathbed and you think about the past, you're not gonna think about things that you did, like, you know, I did something bad, unless you did something majorly bad, but you're not gonna remember these little things that are bothering you now. You're gonna remember the things that you didn't do, like the stuff that you really wanted to, places you really wanted to visit, people you really wanted to visit, stuff that you really wanted to do, stuff that you really wanted to say to people. And usually people, I was reading an article about this, usually they remember, and when they're on that bad, they feel sorry for not, that they worked too much and they didn't play enough. So don't let that happen to you too. And doing things that make you happy are going to diminish these anger attacks, because you're gonna be a happy person. Give up on people that make you miserable. This is very difficult because sometimes people that make us miserable are the closest, maybe people in the family or close friends, but it doesn't matter. If somebody is making you miserable, just cut him away, like appendix. If your appendix is torturing you, you have to cut it off. It's a very painful thing to do, but it's the right thing to do, because in the first period of doing cutting, you're gonna feel very guilty and people around you are gonna look at you very strangely, but in the end you're gonna feel so liberated, you know, because these people that make you miserable are emotional vampires and they like suck away your energy. When you cut the relationship with them, this energy comes back to you and you're gonna feel like, hi. Number 7, cry a lot. Some people have tendency not to cry, especially men. And this is very important to cry. Just everything is crumbling around you, you're angry, you're desperate, you're fucked, but you just keep your like poker face and everything is fine, everything is fine. That causes a stroke. If nothing is fine, just break down and cry, because, you know, hit the rock bottom. You cannot go further into a bottom when you hit the bottom, you should just go up. So cry, it's a big stress relief. Your thyroid gland is going to be very thankful to you. So cry, because you're gonna feel much better later, and from then on you can just start working towards lifting yourself up. Don't stop the tears, because that's gonna make you anxious, that's gonna make you depressed, and that's gonna make you angry, and you're gonna you know, go like this, poker face, but then you're gonna snap at some point and it's gonna be the worst point ever in front of the people that you don't want to break down in front of. So cry a lot. Speak your mind, don't suffocate the rage waves. Rage waves are bad, but people that have a lot of rage, they tend to like stop it, and then when they break, it's pretty major. So if you have like this rage stuff, try not to stop it, for God's sake. You know, if it's already there, it's there. You know, it's pretty embarrassing it is really embarrassing when you have a rage attack and you act like a crazy person. You do look crazy, you do sound crazy, you are crazy in that particular moment. But the best thing you can do is not to stop it, because you can have a heart attack, for God's sake, if you keep it inside. Okay, you know, it happened, but just go with it. Number 9, seek help. The rage is very unhealthy and most of us cannot cope with it alone. So seek help, whatever helps you. Try different methods, if that is psychotherapy or maybe some alternative methods, maybe some theta healing, maybe some bioenergy, maybe some massages, and see what helps you. And then when you find a method that actually helps you, stick with it. And if at some point stops working, change the method, try something else. People that have problems with rage, this is going to be following us for a very long time, maybe till the rest of our lives, hopefully not. But the best thing we can do is like get it to a minimum so we can function nicely. But I recommend seeking help, because sometimes, you know, you cannot do stuff on your own. You think you're strong, you're so embarrassed of asking for help, but nobody's gonna laugh at you for asking for help. Trust me, people are better than that. And if somebody laughs, then you know that people needs to go. Appendix people, bye bye. And we're come to the number 10. And number 10 is my favorite, is to breathe. Breathe. We forget to breathe, I know. We forget to breathe, especially when we are angry, which breathe. Take a deep breath. You're fine. You're here. Everything is fine. The weather is very gloomy and I'm about to go out grocery shopping and I do not want to do that, but I need to eat something. Everything is fine. Life still goes on. There's still a chance to fix everything. Life is beautiful. You are beautiful. Breathe. Don't forget to breathe. Start yoga. if you forgot to breathe. I actually learned how to breathe doing yoga. I don't have time or the money to go like and do yoga stuff with a trainer, and I do not like to practice in a crowd, so I just play it on my laptop. And the first practice when I had to breathe, I had so much trouble breathing, but now I enjoy breathing. Breathing is my favorite. This sounds very silly, but you know what I mean. A lot of you who have rage problems do not know how to breathe. Take a moment for yourself, take some coffee, and breathe. I'm gonna leave you at that, and I hope you find this video helpful, and I hope you tried some of these methods that helped me. I just want you to be fine, feel well, be safe, love yourself, and don't forget to breathe. Love you all, see you soon.